What, I stopped petting you 90%? Oh, okay. That's a big smoocha moocha.
Tammy donated $5. Hope these cheer you up, Scoob.
You jumped off the couch so fast, Scoob Dog. I've never seen a boy jump off the couch that fast. Oh, now you're awake? Dad, now I'm awake, actually. I think I might be awake today. You want a couple treaters? You know, Tammy said that you should have a couple. One. Oh, the drool. Two. Can you catch? No, you can't. Back up. Back. 3, 4, 5. Here we go. I love you. 4. Good boy. Can we throw a paw in there? Ooh. Can we go to the other paw? Ooh. Those crunchers. They're pretty good. Pretty elite, I would say. They were some of the best I ever heard, Mr. Baby. Can we talk about Drake's meat? Hello? I woke up one day to Drake's meat just being swung around like an al dente pasta noodle because it wasn't soft and it wasn't hard. Just swinging around like an inflatable arm flailing tube man. Like you know those things in car parking lots? Like that was Drake's meat. I'm sorry. I want to know what prompted this. I have a theory. I'm not gonna lie. I have a theory. First thing in the morning, like, good morning. So my theory is that because in the Meg and Nicki beef, Meg dissed Drake in the song talking about him getting a BBL and having BBL scars. The internet went rampant with like Drake BBL things, okay? And for the last, I'd say a few years, like people haven't been taking Drake super serious. Everybody's kind of been like, he's so feminine. He's basically like, you know, and so I think he was like, you know what? Let's talk about something else. Here's my wiener. Or my theory is, did Jack Harlow leak that after Drake sent it to him? Are they in a beef? Because I feel like him and Jack Harlow send nudies to each other, but that's just me. That's personally just a thought that I have. Because they go to vacations together as bros. I don't know. But, I don't know, it makes a lot of sense now. As to why, like, people like Rihanna dated him. He might just have a new album coming out, man. This is probably just a straight up publicity stunt. Oh yeah, I don't think it was an accident. Like, I just genuinely don't think it was an accident. No part of me thinks it was just leaked. I think... Go out. No. Hey. Shh. I think it was absolutely on purpose. Talking about his dick pic. Dick video. 100% intentional. I agree. There's no place in my, like... in my brain that thinks that this was an accident. Like, I don't think that this was a leak. I absolutely think this was 100% on purpose. Like, but again, it makes so much sense. So what I was going to say is, it makes a lot of sense. He dates some of the most beautiful women. Like Rihanna. Okay. He's dated a lot of, like, high profile women. And it couldn't have been his personality. Like, you know? And it definitely isn't his, like, music. Because the music's not that great. I listen to that on the iPod. Big Degrassi fan. How I met Drake was him getting shot and being in a wheelchair on Degrassi. So, I've never been able to take him, like, serious, you know? On... in his little rap thingy that he does. He's a bajillionaire. I'm so poor. But anyway, so his meat got out. But that makes a lot of sense now. Because that was aggressive on a soft level. Where are you putting that? What are you doing with that? Where does that go? And who's letting you put that near them? And furthermore, I saw people on Twitter being like, it's not even that big. What does your hole look like? People saying that that's not that big. What crater? What volcanic entrance? Like, what does your... You know? If that's not that big, I am worried. I'm worried. And you should probably see a doctor. Does your shit just fall out? Farts make no noise, just puffs of air. Like, I personally think amazing. And I do hope that this influences other rappers to do the same, because there's a lot that I'm curious about. Party Next Door. Future. I gotta know what Future's looks like. Because what's he doing? He is the biggest, like, fuckboy of all time. I must know what his looks like. Whose meat would I like to know what it looks like? This discussion. Nick Cannon. What's going on there with that meat? There's something wrong. There's witchcraft in that meat for sure. Pete Davidson. Yeah. I feel like I don't want to see it because I know the color of it is so scary. But, just to know, Pete. Just for scientific evidence. I never wanted the knowledge of his meat. I want to know what's going on with it. I need dimensional details. That's all. You know, there's just something about. Who else would be like? You gotta know. Shaquille O'Neal. That's just also for science. What's that look like? I don't want it anywhere near me, but I just want to know what it look. Hello? Can you not, like, lick your butthole on my leg? Thanks. Shannon Sharp. Wow. Do you guys know who Shannon Sharp is? Okay, I've kind of seen pictures here and there and been like, wow, he's super hot. But lately, oh my God, Shannon Sharp is so fucking fine. He beat out The Rock. I officially, like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been bumped down to celebrity crush number 2. Number 2. Shannon Sharp is number 1. Everything about him is so hot. Oh yeah. Even his little stutter. Hoi, Alex. Yeah, the former football player. But he does like an interview, like Shay Shay's Room or Shay Shay something. I don't know. Something about Shay Shay. He's like a podcaster, interviewer person now. But he's so hot. Oh my God. If you just Google like Shannon Sharp shirtless. Oh, Timothy Chalamet. I feel like because he's so skinny, like, you know, like skinny white boys, that's terrifying. Yeah, there's something about like a really like malnourished tall white guy. That's terrifying. Something about that breed of man is like, it's scary. It's scary. It's definitely scary. Like MGK. Oh God, ew. Okay, that's a meat I never want to see. Something about MGK, like, I feel like he stinks. Like, in my head, he stinks, 100%. Like, he smells. Like cigarettes and, like, unwashed balls. Oh, 100%. 1,000,000%, Alex. 1,000,000%. MGK, like, he wears the same underwear, like, over, like, more than once. Unwashed, 100%. He just, like, turns it inside out. And, like, his socks are dirty. They're also they're always dirty. His socks are always dirty. He doesn't wash his butt crack. Oh my God, no. He thinks it's gay if the water runs down his butt crack. So, like, every time he has to wash his back, like, he feels a little gay, for sure. Terrell Brown, defensive lineman, he's 6'9". That's That's big. That's scary. I don't know if I want to meet that guy. Maybe just see him from a distance. This is my final MGK thought. When he walks by you, like you smell it. You know what I mean? Like you smell his undercarriage when he walks by. Alexa, off. Alexa, off. Like, you bitch, just listen. Alexa, off. I'm like, this bitch is gonna get unfucking plugged. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the Nicki and Megan beef. I actually don't give a shit about it. Like, couldn't care less what's actually going on. But me and Edmund had a discussion about this because I like Meg. I don't listen to her music, but she's so hot. And like, that's really all it takes for me to be interested in something that you do is like, just be hot. That's shallow. I don't care. I kind of like live for how low Nicki goes, okay? And everyone's like, it's so immature. And Edmund's like, these things are off limits, blah, blah, blah. The fuck? Off limits? But how I fight is to the death. Like, I will bring up every single thing. Here's the thing. This is how I say in like physical fighting. I've always said, I don't fight fair. Like, I don't fight fair. That's not a thing I do. What? For what? There's no rules in fighting. If you want to play by the rules, then you can get hurt. Like 100%, you can get hurt. Live your life, that's up to you. But I won't be. So like, a weapon is a weapon. If you show up with only fists to a fight and I show up with a weapon, that's on you. If we're arguing and I decide to bring up lying on your damn mama, that's again like, bitch, don't. Too bad. But like, I'm not saying Meg's bitch. I'm just saying like, in life, like, Edmund feels like you don't bring up dead people. I feel like in a fight, I'm bringing up every single thing. I'm here to hurt you. What? I'm not here to be like, oh, but I don't want to hurt you. If I care about you enough or don't care about you enough to mind your feelings and be like, this is too far in a fight, then what am I even bothering? I won't argue with you. I'm here to go as low as possible. That's what I'm here for. Rat beef is always fun. And here's the thing. I don't consider this like real because back in the day, people actually got like stabbed or shot, or like rappers would show up even female ones would show up on the outside of other people's homes and and fight. So it's like, they're never gonna fist fight. This is never gonna turn physical. So this isn't like real. Like, I don't understand why people are taking it so serious. That's why I said like, I'm not here to talk about their actual beef. I don't give a shit because it's rap beef. It's for clicks, it's for streams, it's for money, it's for jokes. Like, it's just jokes. Like, until one of them pulls up and actually swings on the other one, it's for jokes, you know? I think the people who are like doxing people and whatever, that's the thing. I think when it comes to like beefs and rap beefs and whatever, like, that should stay between the artists. Like, the fan bases are doing too much for what? Like, both sides, everybody. I mean, this isn't any celebrity thing. My thing is, I don't understand why people ride so hard for people who have no idea and wouldn't save you. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't do this for you. Yes, Jeanette? They wouldn't do this for you. So in my head, like, why would you do all of this? Risk your life. These people are getting charged with like RICO cases. What are barbs? Nicki Minaj fans. That like surpasses a parasocial relationship into like almost like stockish behavior. You know what I mean? If you're willing to do that for someone who actually has no idea who you are. And again, it's like, I guess it can be different if you're like talking to them every day or this kind of thing. But like, if you don't know them in real life, pick them out of a crowd, what are you doing? I feel like if I'm here to press your buttons and hurt you, like, I'm not gonna be conscious of your feelings. But the kind of person I am, I would never talk about someone or press someone or anything without the expectation of them doing the same thing back. for example, like I would never talk shit about someone and like not think there's a chance of it getting physical, like someone, like, you know what I mean? Like I would never do that because I'm prepared for anything, and people need to be prepared for anything. The amount of arguments I got in that were just simple arguments and then I just swung, like, because don't fucking talk to me like that. Oh, you're immature for swinging, you're immature for opening your mouth, shut the fuck up. Or like, I don't like when people feel like, oh, this is just an argument. You don't get to say something and then tell me what's like appropriate, you know? Like if you, obviously if you're like, you're ugly, like I'm not gonna be like, your mom's dead. Like obviously no, but if you just, like, I'm not gonna argue back, you know what I mean? Like I would never start or be involved in anything that, like, I'm not prepared for it to go a certain way, or just like if it's not worth my time, like for what? If you come for me, I'm coming for you and everything you hold dear with absolutely no shame. That's how I feel. I feel that way. I hope they squabble. I hope they squabble. Let's go. I do think Megan would win, but not if Ra Ali is there. Because if you remember in the Cardi beef with Nicki, and that thing happened at like the Met, and Cardi had that big knot on her forehead, it was because Ra Ali swung on Cardi. This topic annoys the fuck out of me. So Kim Kardashian is the face of Balenciaga again. The reason it's annoying is not because I care about what they do anymore. Like, what pisses me off is not that she's doing it. I don't expect any person in the world. I don't expect any person in the world to do anything that's morally correct. I don't. Like, you can do whatever you want. Listen, you can support whatever you want, do whatever you want. You can be as shitty as you want to be. It's your choice, your prerogative. Be shitty. She publicly made a statement saying that she will no longer be supporting Balenciaga. She made a full statement saying, I will no longer be supporting Balenciaga. I've taken the time to look into what they did, and because of that, I cannot support this. That pisses me off because she made a statement. She's now gone back on that statement, right? Which, okay, people can change their mind. Cool. But about this and like inappropriate imaging with kids. So for those who don't know, I'm sure most do, Balenciaga had a campaign a while ago that involved bondage and children. Like to the point where it made like global news because it was so inappropriate. Balenciaga did what I think everybody thought they were gonna do. Take a month or two off and then come back like nothing was wrong. She was the face of Balenciaga. She then stepped down because she said that it was obviously inappropriate behavior, and she's a mother. I'm not a mom. I don't have any kids. I do have a baby, but I don't have any children. But I did teach kids for, I'm going to be 33. I taught kids since I was 19. Anytime there is something inappropriate that happens that involves a child, I'm done with whatever that is, whoever that is, whatever company, anything. If there is something involving a kid, I'm done with them. I don't care. There's a million celebrities. There's a million friends in the world. There's a million companies. There's a million things that you can still support. You don't have to be involved with anyone who is, who doesn't align with your morals, right? Because I would never tell anyone else what to do. But for me personally, and it sucks because I was such a Kardashian stan. I think everybody knows that, like, for so long. Because I just lived in a bubble. And I would defend them, oh my God, and be like, you can't talk about their bodies because that's their choice. And like all these things. And no one should be talking about women's bodies. Ever. I think no one should be talking about anybody's bodies. I think everybody's decision is their own to do whatever. I rode so hard for them. And then I think once I met Edmund, it all changed. Like, I lived in such a bubble where, like, I just thought everybody should just mind their own business. And I still believe that to a degree. I think when people's behavior is harmful, not by them just existing, but by them like lying or like supporting things that are like horrible. Like, I've always believed their body's their choice. If they want to do whatever they want, it is none of our choice. But when they say that they, like, that's their natural body, that's crazy. Because you have a body shapewear line and are saying that you can look like me too by buying these Spanx. Did silicone injections come in the Skims PR package? I don't know. But like, that's so nuts. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. It's like, it's the supporting things that are harming other people, you know? Because again, you can get a BBL. Live your life. Let me tell you, a lot of times I look in the mirror and I'm like, I would love a little, but it's the like lying part, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the Balenciaga thing, it just pisses me off so much because it's like, you spoke up and you made a statement and you were like, listen, this is wrong, so I will be taking a step back. Share with us about what you saw that was right, that made you go back, you know? Like, share with us. You shared with us the beginning and what made you step away and the negative thing. So as far as I'm concerned, I see you going back to that thing you said was wrong and that you said was inappropriate and that you didn't stand by. So I haven't seen a change in them. I don't know. But what I do know is you said that that was wrong and you went back. So you support companies who exploit children and would put kids and bondage toys in the same ad. Can you separate the art from the artist? How do you feel about that? Like, I'm gonna heat up my coffee. How do you feel about like a problematic person? Like, everybody has a problematic fave, right? Somebody you listen to, somebody you watch, and you're like, damn, I wish they didn't say that. Because everybody's a little problematic, you know what I mean? Or has said, or made a mistake, or done something. I can separate the art from the artist, but if the artist is a predator, abuser, or racist, no. Case in point, Ariana Grande. Okay, yes. So, Ariana. I am such a fan. I love her music. I think she's so cute. I think she's so nice. I don't know her, but when it comes to the whole like stealing people's husbands things or stealing people's men, that's a little problematic. When she did that thing with the donuts. Oh, when she licked the donuts and was like, America's disgusting. I mean, she wasn't fully wrong. Oh, her new boyfriend. Listen, I'm not gonna call him ugly because he's somebody's type. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. He looks like he discovered electricity because he like quite literally looks electrocuted. He looks like he's been held captive with no toothbrush for a long time, and a hairbrush without one of those as well. Listen, again, he's somebody's type. So he's not ugly because somebody looks at that. One person looks at that and thinks he's so hot. Yeah. This is one I'm like not proud of, but I like the music. Kanye West. Kanye West is a being for sure. He's definitely a person in the media. 100%. I didn't like Donda or the album before or something like that. But I'm somebody who just like likes music. So, for example, like I like Beyonce. I'm probably not going to get into the country album, but we will talk about the significance of it when I do think it's important soon. But when it comes to like Kanye, like I like this new album. Not all the songs, but I might be swayed because Ty Dolla $ign is on it, and I have the biggest crush on Ty Dolla $ign. I think he's so hot. His voice, his little baby blue eyes, I think he's so fucking fine. I think Kanye is a brilliant artist. I think he, as a voice, is extremely problematic. And there's a billion people who can't support him, and I totally understand that. But I think he's a brilliant artist and architect, and I think his album is very good. It's not incredible, but it's like very good. I've been a Trisha Paytas like fan since the beginning of time, and is there anyone who was more problematic than her as influencer wise? Tana Mongeau, I think is so actually, I think Brooke is more interesting. I think the reason I watch the Cancel podcast is for Brooke, but I do like Tana. I think she's funny. I'm trying to think of other people who I watch that are like interesting or listen to that are problematic, but that like I don't care. I think my ability to separate art from the artist depends on whether what they're doing is causing harm to people. They're just being annoying and offensive, but then yeah, I can separate the art from the artist. But if what they're doing hurts people, then I cannot. The conversation of like, do people need to be relatable? Because this is now like where I'm not defending Kardashians, but I think they're the most famous people in the world. But like, do people need to be relatable? I think there's like a huge thing about people being out of touch. And like, if somebody posts something while other things are going on in the world, like people are like, well, we don't care, that's out of touch. And it like cancels them or whatever. Like, do you feel like people need to be or come off as in touch, like, and relatable? I don't care, but that's just me. So that's why I think it's an interesting discussion. Like, I don't care that people post their lavish life with their cars. I don't have them, but that doesn't like make me feel like I have less, you know? I think when people complain, there's like being out of touch, and then there's like being ungrateful. You know, I think those are two different things and people confuse them. I think it needs to be relatable. There is a perk to celebrities and influencers being relatable. I feel like that makes their following more loyal to them. I pay more attention to influencers that are talking about what's important in the world. Like, I follow people who don't seem to care about anything going on. Haven't watched them in months, and that's because I don't care about them. Kind of don't like when people are like, you shouldn't post your vacation, or you shouldn't post your cars, you shouldn't do this because other people can't do this. Because like, I don't think the whole world will ever be a perfect place, right? I mean, even before everything that's been going on right now, obviously with Gaza and stuff. Oh my God, I used to get messages all the time from people. During COVID, I would post a coffee and people would be like, I can't believe you would post that coffee. And there's people who are out of a job. Meanwhile, I was out of a job at the time. And it's like, I think it's so nuts that people, I guess, voice that to people rather than just like stop watching them. Like, people say Kim is out of touch. She is. She's a billionaire. Her day-to-day life is not like ours. People who make $200,000 a year, their life is not like ours. So to be like, be relatable is like, they're not. Like, they're just not. Like, I remember when Emma came out with that interview, right? She did this podcast and she was talking about how she doesn't check her bank account. And everybody was like, that's so unrelatable. Okay. She's not relatable anymore. But that's okay. She shouldn't be. She's a bajillionaire. And that's okay. She did a lot, and she's been doing this for a long time to have the wealth she has. And she should, and like, I feel like those people should absolutely be able to enjoy it. Just like a regular person who lives the regular life, like, should be allowed to be like, I'm on this crazy vacation that I saved up for. Like, I don't think that's weird to show. I think you should show what you want. And if people don't like it, then they don't have to. If you're not into it, no one has a gun to your head making you watch. I know, and for some reason people on the internet will never understand that. They'd rather just stay around and be upset and try to dictate what other people do. The goal of every person is to like become unrelatable. Like, we all, not everybody, but I mean, like, we all have this like desire to have more, or like to be somewhere we aren't right now. I want to have, like everybody knows, a farm. I want to be able to take care of my parents financially, Edmund's parents financially. I want to be able to have all those things. That's not relatable. I want to be in a position where I am not relatable to myself today. I follow people I can't relate to. You know what I mean? Because there's like an aspiration in a way. Like, I'm more interested in the lives of people I can't relate to than people who are maybe like me. I'm not interested in that life. I live it every day. Here he comes. He's gonna come over here now. He's gonna be like, wait, I kind of want a couple more pets. I think I could have a couple more. Mwah. I think I could have a couple more pets. Oh, he's so sleepy. He's sleepy. He's pressing his face into mine so hard. You want some smooches? Oh, Lima. Can I help you? Can I assist you with something? I know you want to go eat those squirrels, but the answer is no. No squirrels for babies. No squirrels for babies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. One thing Beyonce is going to do is take back what is rightfully a black woman's or black culture. That's what she's going to do. And country music was just fucking stolen by country white folk. I get now what Act 1 was. When it said Act 1 Renaissance was the like house music and that album and stuff. And that version of Beyonce was to take that back. Now it's going to be country. And I think there'll be an Act 3. And low key, I think somehow it'll be like a rock type thing. Because also started in black culture. So I get the significance and I actually think it's amazing. I think it's brilliant. I think you should really watch how the media portrays it because it's going to say so much. Because already it was wrongly, the two country songs she put out were put in under pop music. It keeps her out of the country category by them doing that. Sorry, I saw that publications were already saying that Beyonce's music has country influences. No, it doesn't. It is country music. So I think that's exactly the reason that this needs to happen and she is doing what she's doing. I think that's exactly why. Is because these people, like the media, these people are going to do their best to take it away. Do you think her fans are going to accept her going country? I really do think that. Because I think something that Beyonce is so known for and is so brilliant with is that she's able to empower people, like black people. She's so like good at bringing back empowerment and taking things back. And I think that that's what this is going to do, is it's going to have a lot of, because she's Southern, so it's going to have so many Southern black people like reclaiming country music, and you know what I mean? And I think it's actually brilliant. And I do think so many people will. I also think that a lot of like if you're a part of the Beehive, that's not just a Beyonce fan, that's a Beyonce stan. You will listen to it. Do you know what I mean? The Beehive, a good half of them would eat literal shit if she told them to. Yeah, so it's like, I think if you're part of the Beehive, 1,000,000%. And I think a lot of people will support it due to the cultural significance. I think that is such an important part. I fucking hate country music. I think country music is like the worst thing to my ear. I hear a banjo and I'm like, please just hit me with it. But that doesn't mean I don't understand the cultural significance and why this is important. Renaissance isn't just about like, it wasn't about empowering gays and empowering, like, that's not what that was. I think a lot of people were like, she gave the gays an album and gave House a place and gave Voguers more of a light. And then with her tour, she had black artists from each city she went to create her outfits. And I think it was so much more than that. And I hope more Caucasian people can see that. Renaissance was a Beyonce techno house album, which was also music created by black people. Yeah, that's why, like, I think that's what it was. I think it was looked at as like an album for liberation. I think obviously people understood that it was taking back like techno and house. But I think a lot of people were like, oh, it's for the gays. Oh, it's for a place for people who don't feel like they belong, that they belong. But I think it was so much more than that. The gays just ate it up as they should. Yeah. Like, I think those same gays are now going to put on fucking assless chaps. And they're going to put this album on. I swear. Note it. I think she's going to do something rock related. And I think it brings purpose back to music, right? I think a lot of music was for charts and for radio plays and for... I think we lost a lot of artistry. I mean, like, same with the UMG thing, right? Like, UMG taking sounds off of TikTok. A lot of people are quaking. And I just hope that it brings back meaning to music and it brings back art in that way. And I think, obviously, everything Beyonce does is so... involved. Like, everything is so artistic from every single piece. She's not making radio music. I mean, like, that's not what she does. And I think that it'll be really interesting to see this era. But I think people will misunderstand it and be like, why is she doing country, blah, 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 blah. But that means it's not for you. Taylor Swift's lawyers threaten a college kid over her flight tracking, stalking, and harassment on something that's public. Don't make the information public if you don't want people to publicly access it. That's the thing. And like, she's not even that super high on the list, but she did sell one of her jets, so maybe that's why. But I think something that was really interesting is that she's America's sweetheart for whatever reason, right? Kanye West got up on that stage, said she didn't deserve the award, and from that moment on, she was America's sweetheart. She could do no wrong. I blame Kanye West for that, because when all of the flight tracking came out earlier last year, and everybody was talking about like Kim and Kylie and all these people who were like flying everywhere on their private jets and the emissions and whatever, and it was a huge thing about them. And I fell into it too. I was like, Kylie Jenner's jet fuel, blah, blah, blah. Why were we not talking about Taylor? Because she's untouchable. It's so crazy to threaten like a college kid over just sharing what is public. He didn't lie. West made her the sad innocent victim that no one had better say anything negative about. Yeah, like she's just always been that. She's always the victim, right? Because like that's her album. Every album is about a failed relationship that she has never been wrong in. No one's ever not wrong. Wait, what? Yeah, no one's ever not wrong 100% of the time. It's that blue-eyed, blonde-haired white girl that everyone wants to hold with kid gloves. Yeah, it's like she's just so babied.